What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Elevator Life.
Hey guys, good to see ya. Today we're continuing our Business in China series. And the next step, we've already determined we want to do business in China. Okay, we've already determined what kind of business we want to do in China, what opportunities fit us best. And now it's time to talk about where to go.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it all depends about where you want to, it really not depends on, but it's really important to decide where you're going to move once you decide on the opportunity you want to pursue, because different markets will have their pros and cons, and we'd certainly pursue certain opportunities in certain parts of China, and we definitely want to pursue certain ones in other parts. So you have to be strategic in your in choosing your location.
Okay, so it all depends on what opportunity you're going after. The main four that we discussed in our previous episodes were manufacturing and sourcing, importing here into China, product development, and then internet entrepreneurship opportunities.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. If I'm going to be sourcing products, if I'm going to be starting to manufacture goods here in China, where do I go?
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to be, in the production province of China and therefore the world, somewhere in Guangdong province, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and all in between Dongguan and all those second-tier cities. They're the major manufacturing region of this country. So you're going to want to be based somewhere in there, just because that's where all the action is happening, and that's going to be the most convenient place to be.
Most convenient, exactly. People will say, people are sourcing in China all over the place, and that's completely true. There are factories all over the country for different goods and etc. But when you're starting out, you're getting into the sourcing game, we totally believe in other people in our circle in inner China base themselves, especially starting out here in Guangzhou or in Shenzhen. Shenzhen is a technology hub. Guangzhou's got a lot of textiles, as well as Shanghai, but I think this is the hub. This is the hub that we recommend that they come to.
Yeah, you come here and then you can really kind of grow your business from here, depending on what niche you're going to be
Depending on what niche you're sourcing, exactly.
Yeah, so again, it's broke up provincially or by city, if you will, where these products are coming from. You come here, you get a background, you build up your base, and then you can branch off and see where is best for your business.
So if you're manufacturing, sourcing, we recommend you start here in southern China,
Yes.
Guangzhou, Shenzhen.
Moving into importing. Now, this is a very, very fun opportunity. Obviously, this is something we believed in, and this we think it's being done all over right now, but it really depends on the product you're going to be importing, because that is going to depend on the market you jump into.
Exactly. Like you said, importing is all about looking for the opportunity, and so the opportunity here in China can be all over, in all the different cities. Like you said, it depends on what product you're doing. Us, for example, with wine, one of the main reasons we came down here to Guangzhou was because we felt the markets in Shanghai and Beijing would be more competitive for guys like us than getting into the southern Chinese wine market. And so that's a reason we ended up down here. We also know people that are doing importing in central China, for example, beers, agricultural products, things like that. When it comes to importing, it really depends on building your network. Networking, that's how you're going to find your buyers. And so networking can be done all over China, and that's why importing, wherever you're going to find that opportunity, can be anywhere really.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have moved to Shanghai and found a lot of customers right off the bat for Oregon and Washington, but we'd be competing with such a slew of other wine importers. When we came down here to southern China, Oregon, Washington weren't really a thing yet, so we helped cultivate that. Some people, if you're depending on how long you want to be here, how much legwork you want to do, they're trying to establish themselves as the premier product, if you are, in these developing markets. And that's another good strategy, but man, that's a lot of legwork. So we came somewhere already developing, familiar, open to new things, and we were really able to capitalize on it.
And another thing that you want to think about if you are importing is you're going to have a presence somewhere around the ports.
Yeah,
you're going to need to be bringing your products in somewhere. Moving on, internet entrepreneurship. Okay, if you're going to be developing a startup here, an online startup, where should we go?
Online startup, you're going to want to be obviously where the internet is best, so first tier cities, and also
that can be a challenge in China where the internet is best.
Yeah. You have your Beijings, your Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou. I mean, still first tier city, but the other places are much more, I'd say, foreign friendly and startup friendly.
Yeah, there's a lot of startup scene action happening in. Hold on, Chinese food. And we're back. Sorry about that. Got dinner delivered. Yeah, we were talking about the Shenzhen startup scene. Exactly, when you're developing a startup, you want to be surrounded by other entrepreneurs that are doing the same. You want to be surrounded by startup weekend events and that kind of thing. And those are happening in the big first tier cities. Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen are really where you want to be located, because you're going to have the support. You're going to have others around you that are doing that. And you're, like he said, quality of internet is extremely important.
Yeah, these internet-based projects are all going to be obviously in the most modernized cities where the most advanced things are happening. So obviously the first tier cities, and Tim just said surrounding yourself by like-minded individuals is one of the most important things for any entrepreneur trying to get successful business. You need someone to bounce your ideas off of, someone to shoot holes through your business plan, all that good stuff. So first tier cities definitely for an internet project.
Definitely. And moving on, finally, product development. If you're going to move to China, which we do suggest, and develop your own product, there are multiple places where you can go. It's really up to you, because you're going to know what product you're developing. Like we mentioned before many times, there are different sectors in China that really focus on certain products.
Yes.
But in general, if you're going to come over here and try and start up a product development phase, I think you look at Shanghai up north, and then down here in Guangzhou and Shenzhen. Both of those cities are really in the hubs of manufacturing centers.
Yeah, it really strictly depends on what you want to be developing, because that's where you're going to find, the region to go develop that product. That's where they're going to be most familiar with it. Something, we know the South really well, but we also have a lot of friends who travel all over on a frequent basis, finding completely random, crazy products I can't even think of. But the point is, there's products and niches developed, product niches developed all over here in China. You just have to find the right one.
Definitely. I think that kind of sums it up, guys. Depending on what, obviously, opportunity you're going after, it's really going to depend where you end up here. But that's really a summation of the big 4 opportunities that we see here in China and where it should lead you.
Yeah, again, a bunch of opportunities, but once you choose that opportunity, look into where it would benefit you the most to relocate, so you don't end up somewhere you don't want to be. You want to end up here in a productive place, hit the ground running.
Like always, if you have any questions, shoot them our way, let us know. And if you're serious about doing business in China, check out enterchina.co.
Yep, look forward to hearing from you guys.
Cheers.